Hey, welcome back, Generals. As I have just finished with the exams and I'm back, and I think I made it well, or that's what I hope so.
What's this? Huh? What's this?
We're back, guys, and I really missed you guys, and I missed the lot of things that have been going on in the game, so I need to cover all of that. In the next days, we will upload almost daily. And so if you are first time watching this video, you can consider to subscribe to the channel because you will miss a lot of the videos that gonna be really important as this video. We're gonna talk about a broken vehicle, same as like the at tier 4 we have the TOS, but what about tier 2? No, it's not the VATS. The VATS, I mean, it's a strong vehicle, but we have also another thing that is really strong and overpowered actually. It's breaking the balance of the game of the tier 2. So make sure to pick that vehicle before the developers notice that and they nerf it. So hurry up, guys. And it is the Z11WB Tier. This helicopter is really insanely good. Why is that? I will talk about that later on. Now the armament it has, we'll remove the TL6 so we can talk about the stats. As you see, the durability is over 20,000, the speed 286, the reverse speed also 250, the horizontal speed 286.3, the climb speed 25.8, the maneuverability 72.1, and also the disguise is 10%. This is really good stats. I will not read all the stats of all the ammunition, but I will tell you what about the things that you need to make sure about it and why I don't pick this armament or I pick this one. Now, about the upgrade, we have the Type 57 one. I didn't upgrade it because I don't need it, but the TY90, it is the only missiles are air-to-air, and believe me, it's more than enough. It's really strong, and it is really spammy. You have 8 missiles. I mean, it's really strong. Now the other armament, the MK1 is really, I mean, nothing interesting about it. The interesting things at MK2 is only the HJ and the FT9. At MK3, the TL6 will do more than you're expecting. Trust me. And that is the one that you have to go for. And that is what's make this helicopter broken. We'll talk about that. Now, the missiles, as you see, Type 57, it's just, I mean, randomly firing and the damage is decent. The penetration is only 200. So I'll just pass it because it's, I mean, what the benefit of it? The TY90 is really strong, the damage is good, and the explosion damage is good. Penetration is decent for, I mean, after all, it's for aircraft. The aiming range is 1200, so it's really strong. And what's make these missiles are unique, that is the spamming, because you have 8 missiles, so you will never run out of the missiles pretty fast. And trust me, guys, so many times an enemy jet is trying to aim for me, or focus me because, you know, I destroy them in their tanks, and they try to focus me, but they end up losing because of the TY90. Now next we have the FS70. It's decent. It has only 290 penetration and 4200 the damage, but it doesn't have an explosion damage, so it's really low the damage. Next we have the FT9. As you see, the damage is really insane, 10,800, penetration only 70, the explosion damage is 7,800, and the radius is good. So it's make about like 17,000 or like 17,000, yeah, but it has really low penetration, so it's gonna make the damage because it has really explosive damage so much, but it's not so much really good. Next we have the AKD9. 8,000, the penetration is really insane, 800, the explosion damage is 4,500, but the problem is the aiming range is 746, and that is really killing this armament, making it really useless. Next we have a really decent one, and it is HJBE. This one is really good because it has 9,890 damage and 480 penetration. That is decent, and also it has explosion damage, and it is laser guided missiles, and the range is 1,000. That is really insane, and you can use this armament. Next we have the drones. It's not really reliable because, as you see, 7,800 damage and 3,300 also explosive damage. The penetration is decent, but only you have 2, and it's not gonna do a lot. Next, this is the one that's breaking the game, and it is TL60. As you see, the damage 25,220, the penetration 830, the explosion damage is 14,040. The module damage, as you see, 10,000. I don't know if there is anything like that. 10,000 module damage. That's mean almost guaranteed ammo rack or something like that. That is really insane. And what does make these missile TL6 really broken is when you're trying to lock on the enemies, it doesn't alert the enemy tank. Not just that, what makes it really broken is after you fire the missile, it cannot be alerted. The enemy will not be alerted even if the missile is going to them. Like, imagine that you're just driving your tank and suddenly you die without any alert. The missiles has been locked on you and been fired, and you didn't get any alert. That is the problem of these missiles. And I don't know if the developers, they didn't know about that or something they missed. So, because at first when I used these missiles, I just wanted to use it because it looks, it has good stats. But when I was playing the matches and I'm firing the missiles, I was like curious why when I'm aiming at someone, they're not using smoke. And even after I fire, they don't use the smoke. So I have made this few tests with some friends of mine, and in the the room, so we can make sure of that. And it's true, it cannot be detected. The alarm will not be activated. That is the power of these missiles. And as you saw right now, each missile is guaranteed one shot, one kill, because the damage is 25. It was 25,000, I think, and also the explosion damage is 14,000. So combined, it's like minimum. It's gonna make like 30,000 damage. And at tier 2, there is not so many tanks that has that much of HP. Now this is tier 3. Let's see how much damage it's gonna make. MWT 70, and it has a really good armor turret. But let's see how much damage. As you see, 34,000 damage. This is really broken, man. I mean, like tier 3 tank cannot. Let's fire another one on here. Remember, it has a penetration of 830. So let's find out how much damage. 9,000. Now it is 9,000 damage because the explosion damage is like 14,000. So if it didn't penetrate, it will not get the 25,000 damage because it's not penetrated. So only the explosion damage will be considered. I have talked about that. So in other videos, like how the mechanism of the game is working, so you can check it out in other videos. So guys, this is a broken helicopter. Really insane, really good potential. Now what about the machine gun? The machine gun is just normally as any tier 2 helicopter. It's good that you're having a machine gun that's gonna help you a little bit, but it's not really not that so much effective. It's decent, but it's also not so much reliable. I mean, it's gonna just help you a little bit. Now, believe me guys, if you get this helicopter and you unlock the TL6, max it out, you will win much more. And in each match I go using this helicopter, I make like minimum 200,000 damage, and like about like 5 or between 5 to 9 kills. It's so easy because each missile is guaranteed kill, and the longer the match goes, you can get much more kills. And But remember, these missiles are a little bit has a low velocity, so if the enemy is next to, let's say, a cover or something, they can get to cover and it will be blocked, so the damage will not be received. As you see, the missile is taking a little bit time till hit a target, so that is the problem. So in the crossfire city, it's gonna be really dramatic, so you have to be so close. And the problem is, if you are so close, the missile doesn't have the distance enough to be adjusted to hit the target. Sometimes it will hit forward or backward next to the tank. That is a problem. So it depends on the maps also. So tell me in the comments, guys, do you like this helicopter? And try it out. Trust me, guys, you will win much more matches and do insane amount of damage, and you can let's say you can gather much more resources for sure by doing that amount of damage. So guys, hope you enjoy. See you next time. Bye bye.